First, we start with an egregious example of just fake, phony, fraudulent news. As always, just when you thought it just couldn't get any worse, well, think again. In its ongoing effort to smear, slander, besmirch, destroy the President of the United States, well, you have your media mob reporting a completely false story and in the process putting people's lives in danger, likely outing the real identity of and home address of a spy working for the CIA. Now, Jim Sciutto is a former Obama administration official. He's masquerading now as fake news CNN's chief national correspondent. Oh, let's see. Obama, straight to fake news CNN. Let's see. Lying and leaking, straight to fake news CNN. Oh, likely guilty of lying and leaking, straight to fake news CNN. Anyway, he reported a high-level spy was extracted from Russia in 2017, by the way, spying on our behalf, for, quote, concerns of President Trump and his administration repeatedly mishandled classified intelligence and could contribute to exposing the covert sources of spy. Well, that's a lie. That was fake news again. In fact, this claim by fake news CNN was contradicted by both the Washington Post and even the New York Times. The Times reporting, quote, former intelligence officials said there was no public evidence and Mr. Trump directly endangered the source, and other current American officials insisted that the media scrutiny of the agency's sources alone was the impetus for the extraction. Oh, the media was responsible. Reporting from the media, the mob, not Donald Trump, but the media mob, all based on leaks from the intel community. Now, that was the reason for the extraction. In fact, in 2016, under Obama, the CIA first offered to extract this source because of the media's reporting. But there's more, and it doesn't have anything to do with President Trump. Late 2016, as a vindictive welcome and a gift to the incoming administration, then President Obama, he declassified and publicly released the DNI report on Russian interference, which inadvertently alluded to this spy's role in the Kremlin. Now, Russian interference, it all happened on Obama's watch now, didn't it? Now, I wonder why that important fact, that didn't make CNN fake news' headline. And in a rare move, this rarely happens, a CIA spokesperson called CNN's narrative simply false. And Secretary of State, former CIA Director Mike Pompeo, he weighed in a strong way, calling the story materially inaccurate. Let's take a look.
The reporting is materially inaccurate, and you should know, as the former CIA director, I don't talk about things like this very often. It is only the occasions when there's something that I think puts people at risk, or the reporting is so egregious as to create enormous risk to the United States of America, that I even comment in the way that I just did, and I won't say anything more about it. I know the CIA put out a statement. Suffice to say that the reporting there is factually wrong.
Hey, you got to ask yourself tonight, now, is CNN fake news President Jeff Zucker proud of this political hit job, putting an operative's life in danger? Oh, to help Obama sycophant, this guy Jim Sciutto, whoever he is? And does anyone on fake news CNN or, let's see, MSDNC, the conspiracy channel, do they actually care about the truth of anyone anymore? Now, despite all these glaring errors in this reporting, this BS reporting, the two networks, they dedicated hours and hours of breathless, hysterical coverage, once again, to what was an outright lie. Watch this.
We've also learned, and this is a CNN exclusive, that U.S. intelligence pulled a very high-level agent to spy out of Russia, in part out of concern the president might somehow blow this individual's cover.
Partly because of the way the president mishandled classified intelligence.
In part because of fears that Trump, the president of the United States, Trump could expose the spy through his mishandling of classified information.
The CIA extracted the spy in part because of fears that President Trump might leak information about the spy to Russians, including possibly Vladimir Putin.
Of course, some of the very worst coverage parroted by NBC's chief conspiracy theorist. Yes, Roswell Rachel Maddow, and as per usual, her reporting was downright theatrical. And yeah, just like, hang on. I got the tax returns. He paid $35 million in tax. I got the tax returns. Take a look.
What the CNN report is saying is that, and now NBC News and New York Times matching it as well, is that as president, Trump so egregiously mishandled classified information and in so doing destroyed highly sensitive, highly effective foreign intelligence operations by telling the Russians about them, that U.S. intelligence decided that President Trump might burn America's best source inside the Russian government.
Now, in their obsessive coverage of this story, Roswell Rachel Maddow, her conspiracy channel and news division, NBC News, they further exposed, think about this, the extracted spy. I wonder if Roswell Rachel's going to apologize for putting this man and his family in jeopardy because, yes, MSDNC, basically an arm of propaganda for the DNC, they tracked down this guy's home address. They actually knocked on his door, and the reporter was then approached by apparent security that rolled up in a black SUV. Now, keep in mind, Putin has developed, the hostile actor that we always tell you about on this program, the guy that we can bring to his knees if we be energy independent and now produce him with gas and oil, that guy, the hostile regime. Well, that guy right there, Putin, he's developed quite the reputation for murdering double agents all over the world, including the United Kingdom. That doesn't seem to matter to the media mob now, does it? Let me make this clear. What this fake news mob, what these conspiracy theorists did here, now it's great. It didn't take 2.5 years to expose this huge lie, hoax, and conspiracy. But what they did here is put this guy's family and his life in danger. Why? Well, only they can answer. And then, of course, you have the Obama administration that created this disaster. Seems like the predicate is what it always is. Hate Trump every second, every minute, every hour of any 24-hour day, every week, every month, every year. And tonight, the life of an important CIA asset who was risking his life the whole time is much more at risk.